Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Adam Bashim Yahshua to the sisters. This is Tuesday Brotherhood class. Let's clap it up for the Lord. Let's clap it up for brother and sisterhood. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native, and this is the Isupk. This is priest. Let me get this done. This is priest and officer Paratazar of Yonkers, New York. This is Isupk. Started off at 1 West 125th Street under Camino Jr. Johanna. And since 1969, we've been teaching the blacks, Latinos, and the first world people. They are the chosen people of this Bible. Since 1969, we've been teaching blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We've been teaching them law, statutes, and commandments, how to become a good brother, how to become a good sister, how to become a good father and a good mother. Because since we've been in this captivity, since, since our oppressor, Boot Hills was on our back, we have not been taught, we've been following behind this oppressor. We've been following his four ways and byways and any type of ways. We've been following, we've been following the Christian church, the Catholic church, the Muslim mosque, Scientology, or all the other type of filth. But it's not, in those places have not been teaching us who we are and how to, how to follow the Most High God and how to become a good brother, a good sister, a good father, a good mother. We have not been taught this. We've been taught by our slave masters, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We've been taught by the rapist. We've been taught by the murderer. We've been taught by the stealer. We've been taught, we've been taught by the person that, but they lie in our face, and they stab us in the back. We've been taught by a filthy, disgusting nation of people. We've been following behind them. That's what we've been doing. We've been following behind these people. And how can a murderer, how can a rapist teach you how to be a brother? How can, how can a rapist, a murderer teach you how to be a good sister? How is that possible? They can't. But since 1969, Isupk is letting blacks, Hispanics, and Indians know we are the chosen people of the Bible, period. That's who we are. Because we've been, we've been stripped away from our heritage. We've been stripped away, for our folk, for our bylaws and from the Most High God. And they, and from a nation of people, from this, from this oppressor. And we've been following behind his ways. He's been giving, he's been giving us his feast days. We've been following his feast days. We've been following his we about to start celebrating the 4th of July. I'm still wondering why blacks is, based on the history of this country, why do blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is following the 4th of July? Why? For some reason. You know why? Because slaves will follow anything. We follow anything what the master says instead of following following the Most High God, our power. And that's what Isupk have been teaching blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians to come back to the Most High God and stop following behind people that have been raping you. Following behind people have been robbing you, so on and so forth. That's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. We don't, we don't know how to love. We don't know how to be a brother. We don't know this. We just following behind. We just following behind our oppressor. We just follow behind, I would destroy people. We think, they're doing something good because but they don't know. They're just surviving. We're a bunch of survivors. That's our nation. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian. But we're gonna go into it. Let me get my first scripture. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. Baba Shaw.
Isupk.
Because this is the reason why you see so-called black on black crime. This is the reason why you see quote unquote Hispanic on Hispanic crime and Native American crime. because we follow behind our oppressor. What is the reason for black on black crime? What is the reason for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians to be mad at each other? How two slaves become mad at each other? We both getting, you know what I'm saying, our backs whipped in, the both of us. So where's this, you know what I'm saying, where's this beef come from? This disagreement. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor got his boot heels on our backs. So how are we fighting? Why are we fighting one another? Because we love our oppressor. We love our oppressor. But since 1969, Isupk is letting us know that we could be strong again. We could come back to the Lord's statute command. We could come back to our God and realize that we are God's chosen people. If you have that, Bob Shaw, can you read that?
God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
Now we're gonna read that. We're gonna read that from the top, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to know this about the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Need to know this, that we could come back to the Most High God. We could come back and learn how to, you know what I'm saying, and start learning how to change ourselves. For 50, 30 years, 20 years, we've been doing the same old two-step. Been doing the same old two-step. Read that from the top, Bob Shaw.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord.
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
The fear of the Lord. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Can I, Bob Shaw, you said, your phone is jammed up, correct, sir? Because I just want to look up the definition for fear, if possible. We need to know the definition. We need to know the fear, because it said the fear of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Lord. So how blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, how do we fear the Lord? We know that we fear our oppressor. We fear our oppressor, but we don't want to fear the Lord. We want to do, you know what I'm saying? We want to do what we want to do. We want to do what our oppressor do. Our oppressor say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let, you know, be, you know what I'm saying? Be a man, be born a man and become a woman. That's what our oppressors say. That's who we fear. On the 4th, you know what I'm saying? Celebrate the 4th of July. Celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Celebrate the 4th of July, Americans' independence, when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians was enslaved. Was in slavery during the writing of the American independence. They was in slavery. And you have our oppressors celebrating their freedom. When did blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? When did we celebrate our freedom? Yesterday? On this Juneteenth thing? That was our freedom? Another man giving us freedom? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor going to give us freedom, huh? The rapist going to give us freedom, huh? The murderer going to give us freedom, huh? The stealer going to give us freedom, huh? The perverted, you know what I'm saying? The perverted nation that said your father could be a woman. He going to give us freedom, huh? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So how we fear? You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Most High. The fear of the Most High. How can we fear? What is the definition of fear? Because a lot of us don't know. A lot of us don't know what fear is. Everybody think fear is like, watching a scary movie or Freddy Krueger or Jason. They think that, you know what I'm saying? They think that, you know what I'm saying? That's a fear. Oh, I'm shaky. Nah, there's other things for fear. Can you read that, Baba Shah, if you have it?
This is page 279. Out of the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Fear. This word in English has two principal meanings. First, the apprehension of evil, which normally leads one either to flee or to fight. And second, that awe and reverence which a man of sense feels in the presence of Yahweh.
Wait. Hold on. Say the second one again. The second meaning?
And second, that awe, AWE, and reverence,
And what?
and reverence,
Go on.
which a man of sense feels in the presence of God.
A reverence. It's a reverence in the presence. Is being high regard in the Most High. How can we show the Most High that we in high regard? That's fear right there. That's fear and high regard. That's what we're supposed to high regard the Most High. And read on.
And to a less extent in the presence of a king or other dread authority.
And other dread authority. So it's not about shaking, or I saw a scary movie. No. It's about respecting, you know what I'm saying, respecting a man, you know what I'm saying, respecting a man of praise. Respect, you know what I'm saying, showing, you know what I'm saying, showing high regard, you know what I'm saying, to this person. You know what I'm saying, showing that we, you know what I'm saying, that we fear, that we showing reverence to the Most High God. That's how we can show our fear. That's what, you know what I'm saying, the fear is what? Can you read that from the top?
Fear. Page 279.
The scripture. You could drop that definition.
Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord
The
is
what?
the fear of the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? The reverence, the high regard of the Lord. Read on.
Is the beginning of wisdom.
Is the what?
The beginning of wisdom.
So if we fear the Most High God, if we show high regard, that is the beginning of wisdom. What type of wisdom that our oppressor gave us? Because we feared our oppressor. Huh? He gave you the wisdom that could tell your 12-year-old, you know what I'm saying, your 12-year-old daughter that she could become a boy. That's the wisdom. That's the wisdom that we doing. That's the wisdom that we getting from our oppressor that we fear. It's no wisdom at all. The Most High have wisdom. Read on.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
Wait. In the what?
The knowledge of the holy.
In the knowledge of the what?
The holy.
Well, now, what is the holy? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Kodash means to separate. The whole, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge. You know what I mean? Read this from the top. The fear of the Most High, for teaching purposes, the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It's the beginning of wisdom. And the knowledge. What is the knowledge? The knowledge of the holy. The knowledge of the holy is the law, statutes, and commandments. It's the law. It's the law, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's the holy. That's the knowledge. We fear, you know what I'm saying? We have such a, you know what I'm saying, such a fear for the Most High God that we follow his law, statutes, and commandments. And that will give us wisdom, and that will give us knowledge. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's the reason why that we won't kill one another. That we won't kill one another. That we won't, you know what I'm saying, sell drugs to one another. You know what I'm saying? Just about a few days ago up in Yonkers, right on Elm Street, they had a sweep on Elm Street. Now, if you know anything about Elm Street in Yonkers, Elm Street is definitely, it's a lot of things going on at Elm Street. A lot of things going on at Elm Street. It's going on so much that it's in broad daylight. It's in broad daylight. So much in the broad daylight that police is watching this stuff going on and letting this stuff going on. And see our, you know what I'm saying, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's who is on, you know what I'm saying, Elm Street. That's who's on Elm Street. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Ain't nobody else on Elm Street. And we just follow, you know what I'm saying? We just go along because we are a destroyed people. We looking for something to get into. We looking for some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of come up, but it's carnal. We looking to sell drugs. What is that going to give us? We looking to steal from one another. What that don't give us? Nothing but jail time. And about a few days ago, that Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians following behind our oppressor, And our press is just sit back, watch you do, you know what I'm saying? Watch you do you selling, so on and so forth to one another, and they're gonna come up and scoop you up. That's their job. That's what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. They know what's going on. Ain't nobody snitched on y'all. Ain't nobody snitching. It's right there. It's right there in front of them. They know what's going on. They know who you are, where you live, so on and so forth. You cannot pump on Elm Street without getting permission. You know what I'm saying? Without getting permission. Huh? From the, you know what I'm saying? From police. You can't do that. You can't do that. They know who you are. They know what's going on. And if anybody who live on Elm Street and what is that? Linden. That spot right there. Everybody know that spot. And if you know what I'm saying, and I'm talking to the young brothers and sisters that's in Yonkers. We all know that spot. We all know what's going on. And they just sit by, our person just sit back and scoop us up and look at that. You know what I'm saying? We all destroy people. But if we come back to the Most High God, if we fear the Most High God, that's the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning of wisdom. We would have a wisdom there. But we don't know how to have wisdom because we follow behind our oppressor. We follow behind, you know what I'm saying, the officer that's giving us work. We follow, you know what I'm saying? We following their laws. Their laws is to destroy us. That's where our knowledge is coming from. We following their law. And their law is right there to keep us in jail, to keep us in prison, to keep us scratching, backbiting, showing no sisterhood, showing no brotherhood. That's, you know what I mean? That's what's going on. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's their holy knowledge. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's our oppressor holy knowledge to make sure they, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they would destroy Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians who are the chosen people of the Bible. That's who they came to destroy. You know what I mean? We've been beat down way too much. But if we have brotherhood, if we have sisterhood, we won't sell no drugs to one another. No, we won't. We have to be taught this. You can't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I know what to do. I don't know how to be right. No, you don't. Because you don't fear the Most High. You're only following yourselves. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We only follow ourselves. We do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever our oppressors say, that's what we're going to do. But the fear, you know what I'm saying? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. How we don't know this if we don't fear the Most High God? Nobody have not been teaching. You've been going to church for 20, 30, you know what I'm saying, 40 years. Did they teach you this? They teach you how to fear the Lord? No. They didn't even read this scripture because you know what I mean? Because the Old Testament is done away with. But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Wisdom is what? You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not selling drugs. You're wise to what's going on. You're wise to what's going on. And you love your brother. You love your sister. But we're not fearing, you know what I'm saying? We're not fearing anything. We don't fear our parents. We don't fear our brother. We don't fear our mother, our father, so on and so forth. We don't fear them. So we're not going to follow their laws. We're not going to follow what they say. The same way that we're doing to the Most High God. And we're going to continue, getting into the same position that we're in now in this captivity. Look around Elm Street and Linden. Look around that. You see it. You've been seeing it since the 80s, since the 70s, since the 60s. You know what's going on over there. People walking around like zombies. Generation after generation after generation. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Tell me if I'm lying. I grew up over there. Salakia, sir. I grew up over there. You know what I mean? When I was in the world. I know what's going on over there. You know what I mean? I used to, you know what I'm saying? I dust myself from the world, but I know what's going on over there because I had 10 toes down over there. I used to do exactly the same thing. Because I know what's going on. And that was back in 93. And guess what's going on? They do a sweep. The same people who got the same brothers and sisters who got swept up in 93. Fast forward, they got swept up in 2022. The same thing. Drugs, guns, so on and so forth. It's nothing that, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing what you're doing right now that we did back then. We did exactly back then, and the same corners got swept. And guess what? Guess what's going to happen, Baba Shaw? That's what's going to happen. There's going to be another group of brothers and sisters on the same corner. And the next, probably right now. Because we don't want to fear the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Most High God is a beginning of wisdom. That's what blacks, Hispanics, and Indians need to know. And the knowledge of the holy, of the laws, because that's holy, that's set apart, is understanding. That's the understanding that we need. The understanding of the laws, statutes, and commandments. The understanding that I cannot sell drugs to my brothers. I cannot sell drugs to a pregnant sister. I cannot steal from my brother. I cannot lie to my mother. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's the reason why we have to come together. It's not by accident. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians is living together on Elm Street, Elm and Linden. It's not by accident. It's not by accident at all. We are being oppressed together. There's nobody else out there. There's nobody else in Whitney Young. There's nobody else in Cottage. There's nobody else in Slow Bombs. There's nobody else on Elliott or, you know what I'm saying, or Saratoga or Lawrence or Harris or Cliff Street. There's nobody else over there but Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Ravine, Woodworth. That's what's going on. And we want to follow behind our oppressor. We want to follow his four ways and byways. Instead of coming to the, instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of coming to the Lord and understand that you are God's chosen people. You could read a second, verse 11.
Verse 11. For by me thy days shall be multiplied.
For what?
For by me thy days shall be multiplied.
So read on.
And the years of thy life shall be increased.
The years of what?
Of thy life shall be increased.
So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. His laws is knowledge. For, you know what I'm saying? For by me, that, you know what I'm saying, thy days shall be multiplied. So if we fear the Lord, follow his law, statutes, and commandments, our days, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, will be multiplied. You know what I mean? Will be multiplied. Just think about that. It won't, you know what I'm saying? It will be multiplied as a good thing, as a great thing. You know what I'm saying? My days is longer because I want to be more brotherly. You know what I'm saying? I want to be more brotherly to my brother. I want to learn more about how can I be more brotherly to my brother. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. How can, you know what I'm saying? How can a black be more brotherly to a Hispanic? How can a Hispanic be more brotherly to a Native American Indian? How can a Native American Indian to be more brotherly to a black and Hispanic? Our days will be increased. Our day will be increased if we fear the Most High God. If we come together and start healing together. That's what we need. We need a safe place. And that's what Isupk. Isupk, since 1969, is a safe place for Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All the, you know what I'm saying? All the world called us niggers, spics, wetbacks, and redskins. We need a safe place from these other nations. We need time enough to heal. We need time enough to fear the Most High God so our days could be increased. So our days could be multiplied. Can you read from a multiply, Baba Shaw?
For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased.
And the years of our life will be increased. Our years of our life, we need some increase, especially, you know what I'm saying, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We need to come to the Lord, statutes, and command. We need to come back to, you know what I'm saying, to the Most High God. We need to come back to the Most High God, because if we don't, the scripture right here is totally opposite. Our life would not be increased. Our days would not be multiplied. Our days would be multiplied in jail. Our days would be multiplied and, you know what I'm saying, on the block, just walking around, don't have no food. You know what I'm saying? Wondering where you're going to get, where you're going to lay your head. That's why there's going to be multiplied in this hell. Because that's what it is. It's a hell. Hell is not, you know what I'm saying, underneath the earth. No, hell is on Elm Street. Elm Street and Linden, that's hell. Chestnut, that's hell. Van Cortlandt, that's hell. Whitney Young, that's hell. Slow Bombs, that's hell. Locust Hill, 77 Locust, that's hell. That's why our days, if we don't fear the Most High God, if we come to the, you know what I'm saying, back to the Lord's statutes and commandments, and we start fearing this, you know what I'm saying, start fearing our God. Isupk, you know what I'm saying, the brothers in the Isupk is letting blacks, Hispanics, and Indians know that this Bible is ours. There's nobody else. This Bible right here is ours. It's nobody else. It's nobody else. It's nobody else at all. But our days won't be increasing if we don't come back to the Lord's statutes and commandments. That's what's going to happen. You're going to look around, in another 10 years, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing unless we, you know what I'm saying, stop following behind this oppressor. Stop following behind this oppressor. You could drop that. Let me go to the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. So that's what's going on, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We want to fear a perverted nation of people. We want to fear the rapist. We want to fear the murderer. We want to fear, you know what I'm saying? We want to follow behind these people. We want to follow, you know what I'm saying? We want to do what they doing. Yeah.
Like, what was the verse?
Oh, the verse is 6 and 17. Oh, the verse is 17. Chapter 6, verse 17. Salakis.
Oh, sorry.
We want to follow, but you know what I'm saying, behind this nation that been kicking our teeth in, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Huh? That's what we want to follow. You know what I mean? I can't believe, you know, and I always say, you know what I'm saying, the history of this country, how is it that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is following their feast? They're following Thanksgiving. How is that possible? If you follow Thanksgiving, you hate the Native American Indian. You hate them with their abundance. Those are your brother, and you hate your brother if you eating, you know what I'm saying, eating swine on that day. Why on that day? Because your slave master told you to do so. Tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, is it when family come? Well, when they family come, you know what I'm saying, when they, you know what I'm saying, it's a family coming together. Your family can come together at any time of the year. At any time of the year. Why on that day, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? Why we have to come on that day? Because our slave master said it. You know what I mean? And why is it we could come we could come together on any day that we feel like it? Because we're a bunch of slaves, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We are a bunch of slaves. And we following behind a nation of people who are murderers, who are robbers. This is what they do. They don't know anything about love. They know everything about murder. Murder who? The 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel. That's what they love to murder. That's what they love to flood our, you know what I'm saying, our communities with drugs and guns because we have been destroyed by the murderer. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. The reason why we don't know what to do because we're not following the Lord's statutes and commandments. We're not following this Bible. And in the Christian church, the Catholic church, the Muslim mosque, any type of factor of church has stirred us wrong. I don't care how long the black church have been, you know what I'm saying, have been prominent in the so-called black community. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. You know the reason why I don't care? Because I'm looking at their fruits. And I still see drugs. I still see abortions. I still see guns. I still see hate up, you know what I'm saying, hating one another. I still see this. And they supposed to, you know what I'm saying? The church supposed to be giving you, you know what I'm saying? A church is a place to learn. A church is a place to learn. And since the 1800s, when the slave master had been teaching our so-called black preachers, that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what their teachers came from. The slave master. The slave master. That's what you've been taught from. You've been taught from that, you know what I'm saying? This Bible is written to everybody. That's what you've been taught from your slave master. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? How the black church got so prominent? Because they love our oppressor. They love them. They never call them out on their mess. Not really. Not really. They never call them out there on their mess. When it was segregation, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They try to step it up, but they would still follow that doctrine. They still following, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor doctrine. They still following at the end of the day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to fight for black rights. We're going to fight for Hispanic rights and Native American Indian rights. This is the church saying, but they're going to go back to daddy. And that's what they did. And where are they now? Still back with daddy. They can say anything what they want, but they still following white Jesus. Everybody could get saved. Saved from what? What do our oppressor get? Where he need to be saved from? I know where we need to be saved from them. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We need to be saved from them, our slave masters. That's what we need to be saved from. But who they need to be saved from? Who? Other slave masters? Their fathers? We need to be saved from them. You read that barbershop if you have.
Lucky.
Oh, okay. That's what we need to be saved from. We need to be saved from our oppressors, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And the only way that we get saved from, if we follow the law, statute, commandments, if we fear the Most High God. And the fear of the Most High God is the beginning of wisdom. It's the whole, you know what I mean? It's the holy of the law, statutes, and commandments that bring on knowledge. You read that if you have that, Bob Shaw.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love.
All right, read that from the top.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her.
For the very true Salakia, for the very true beginning of her. Read on.
Is the desire of discipline.
Is the desire of what?
Discipline.
We need discipline. We need to have a desire. Her is the Most High God. What is the discipline? The discipline of is fearing the Most High God. It's giving reverence to the Most High God. That's the discipline. But look at blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We don't have no discipline at all. We follow behind our slave master. That's what we're doing. What was that brother that ended up getting killed in Atlanta? Matter of fact, it doesn't matter. I know plenty of brothers that got killed over adultery. They didn't have no discipline. They didn't have no discipline. You know what I'm saying? Adultery is when a man sleep with a woman that already have a man. That's adultery. And a lot of brothers got killed over that. A lot of the brothers got beat over the head over that because we don't have no discipline. We want to follow behind our slave master. That's what we want to do. We want, you know what I'm saying? Discipline is fair. It's fair, holding somebody in high regards, not shaking in your boots. Because if we have discipline, we would not sleep with the next man's wife at all. We won't do that. Read on.
Verse 18.
Oh, no, Salaki, sir. The beginning of her is the desire of discipline. And
the care of discipline is love.
And the care is what?
Of discipline is love.
And the care of discipline is love. If you don't have no discipline and you sleeping with your brother's wife, you don't have no love. You don't have no love at all. And this go back into the Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. You got to be disciplined to fear the Most High God. You got to be disciplined to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. You got to be disciplined to not sell your brother drugs. You got to be disciplined to not sleep with your brother's wife. You got to be disciplined to not steal from your brother, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because when I say brother, I'm also talking about the sisters. Huh? Do you really know how to be a sister? If you don't fear the Most High God, if you don't have discipline? Because, you know what I'm saying, that I hate that girl and she walking out by, so I decided to cut her face. Where the discipline at? But when it's time, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to call on the Most High God, when you're in court, or you're stuck in a situation and you want to get the Most High God, you know what I'm saying, you want the Most High God help then. And the Most High God say, what was the discipline? What was your discipline? What was the fear? What was the discipline to not get you in this situation that you in now? What was the discipline to not to sell the drugs? What was the discipline to not jump your sister? What was the discipline to not kill your brother? What was the discipline? That's what the discipline is, follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And it said, Salakia, where we at? Oh, here we go. All right. And the care of discipline is love. How you love? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. How do you love? Because we don't know how to at all. We don't know how to. Love is discipline. Love is an action word. How we love. You could drop that, Baba Shah, and go to 2 John chapter 1, verse 6. 2 John chapter 1, verse 6. If you don't have discipline, you don't know how to love. If you don't have discipline, you don't know how to fear the Most High God. If you don't have the discipline, you don't know how to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We're going to continue to go out there and being destroyed because we follow behind our slave master. We follow behind a perverted people. We follow behind, you know what I mean? We follow behind, you know what I'm saying, a nation of just nasty people, lawless people. Anything goes, whatever make you feel good. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We follow behind these people. You know what I mean? Because we don't see ourselves in this Bible at all. The people that we follow behind, the people that have been kicking our teeth in, told us that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is not in this Bible at all. They got into the point. Once you say Jesus, boom, some white face popping in their head. That's how bad, you know what I'm saying? That's how bad we got it. The Stockholm syndrome. That's how bad, you know what I'm saying? That's how bad we are slaves. If we say chosen people of the Bible, automatically you think about some blind head, blue eyes, or those fake Jewish people that's in our land right now. That's who you think about. That's who you think about. You know, Nick Cannon folding. A true Israelite. A true Israelite. He's a true Israelite. He was saying that he's a chosen people. Once Emily, you know what I'm saying? Once a so-called Jewish man come up to him, look what happened. Because he don't got discipline. He don't fear the Most High God. He was just talking a good game. That's what he was doing, talking. That's the reason why they never run up on us. Because we speak the truth. And he was only looking for a bag. That's what he was looking for, a bag. A true Israelite. He's a true Israelite. He is a chosen. Nick Cannon is God's people. He's one of the chosen people of the nation of Israel. He is part of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who Nick Cannon is. And some heathen Some heathen told them, no, you're not. This is a heathen. He's a true people. You know what I'm saying? He's a true Israelite. He's a true Israelite. And a heathen told him that he is not. And he don't, you know why? Because he don't fear the Most High God. He don't fear him. You know what I mean? He don't fear that. But Nick Cannon, I'm gonna let you know. You could come into the Isupk, go to isupk.com, and we would clean all that nasty filth, all that frightenedness, all that scaredness. We would clean that right off for you and wash you up and have you stand 10 toes down and let any type of heathen nation come up to you and let you, and if they tell them, you know what I'm saying, they come to you and talk about that you're not God's chosen people, you would chuckle and laugh. You chuckle and laugh at them, 10 toes down, because you will be a man of the Lord. Nick Cannon, now you're a mouse in the hole, but you can still come out. You can still come out. Go to isupk.com, you know what I'm saying, and get right. And we would teach you. Get in all black and come to the class. Get in all black and come to the class and learn, because you don't know anything. Thought you knew something, and when the test came, you folded. So get yourself in all black and come and learn. Come and learn. I'm sure. If you have that, can you read that, please?
Con, you mind if I start at verse 4, priest?
Oh, Con, you can start at verse 4.
Most High Christ. This is 2 John chapter 1, verse 4. I rejoice greatly that I found of thy children walking in truth.
You say that again?
I rejoice greatly that I found of thy children walking in truth.
I rejoice greatly. It's a happiness to, you know what I'm saying? It's a happiness to see thy children. Who is thy children? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. To walk in the truth. Read on.
As we have received a commandment.
As we have what?
Received a commandment.
Have we received the commandment? Who been given the commandments? What other nation have been given the commandments? No other nation. It's only the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the Israelites, which are today the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We the only nation that have been given the commandments. Read on.
From the Father.
From the what?
From the Father.
From the Most High. We got the commandments from the Most High God. Is this the New Testament? It's got to be the New. Nah, it's the Old Testament. It's the Old Testament.
This is the Lord's Testament.
This is the Lord Testament, Most High in Christ. Clap it up. Clap it up for that. That's what I'm talking about. Read on, sir.
Verse 5. And now I beseech thee, lady.
Read on.
Not as thou I wrote a new commandment unto thee.
Go on.
But that which we had from the beginning.
Wait. Read that from the top again, Most High in Christ.
Verse 5. And now I beseech thee, lady.
Go on.
This was the lady, but it's in Old English.
Come on.
Not as though I wrote a new commandment.
Not as though I wrote a new commandment, because even back then, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? Even back then, the 12 tribes of Israel, even back then, the Israelites was hard-headed. You know what I mean? It was hard-headed. This ain't a new commandment. I'm not saying new commandment. Why are you saying that? Because we have not been following the commandments. Read on.
Unto thee.
Go on.
But that which we had from the beginning.
We had what?
From the beginning.
We had this commandment from where?
From the beginning.
We had it from the beginning. We had this from the beginning. What is that? Was that verse what? 5?
Verse 5.
All right. Have it from the. What did we have from the beginning? Read on.
That we love one another.
That we what?
Love one another.
The Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to do what?
Love one another.
Read on.
Verse 6. And this is love.
And this is what?
And this is love.
Wait, hold on. This is the New Testament, and this is explaining what love is.
Right.
What love is. This ain't something that, you know what I'm saying, that's something new. It wasn't new. This is from the beginning. This is from the beginning that the Most High God have been teaching the chosen line. You don't think Cain and Abel knew this? Huh? Where's your, you know what I'm saying? Cain, where's your brother? You don't think, you know what I'm saying? He's been taught this. He's been taught this from the beginning, that chosen line. Read on.
That we walk after his commandments.
That we do what?
Walk after his commandments.
Wait. That we walk. Walk is action.
Right.
Walk is that you're moving. You're moving. It's moving. You're walking. You're moving. We you know what I'm saying? We walk what?
After his commandments.
After his commandments. We are walking after his commandments. Read on.
This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning.
There we go again. From the beginning. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. From the beginning. This is the so-called New Testament, but it's God Testament. And this is what your Christian church, your Catholic church, your Muslim, any type of, you know what I'm saying, your local church that's on the corner. Are they saying? I don't think they're saying this, because they will be walking. They will be doing action that they love. And this been done in the Old Testament. We've been doing this. We've been hearing this from the Old Testament. But the brothers, you know what I'm saying, our brothers and sisters, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's in Yonkers, that's all around. It's something new to love. We don't know how to love at all. We follow behind this oppressor. We don't know what we're doing. We need to be taught again. Nick Cannon need to be taught again. He don't know. He don't know how to love. He think, you know what I'm saying, think his millions or his prestige. He think that is love. No, it's not. It's following the Most High God. It's following the Lord's statute commandments. Read on.
Ye should walk in it.
You see what?
Walk in it.
There you go. There you go again. You have to walk. You have to move. You have to be action. Not real. You have to action. Prevention is better than remedy. If I, you know what I'm saying, if I walk in these Lord's statutes and commandments, I won't sell drugs to my brother. From the beginning, from birth, I know about that. Any drugs that come into the Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indian community, it would, you know what I'm saying? Nothing won't happen because we love one another. From the beginning, no abortions, no killings, none of that. And this has been done from the beginning. Any more on that, sir?
It's all on you.
Come.
We could
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going
We can
down
drop
with it.
We could drop that. But look what we're doing. We don't want to walk in his commandments. We want to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We want to, we watching the sister and we looking at her and we lusting after the sister. Don't realize, you know what I'm saying? She probably have a man. And guess what happened? Brother got killed over a chick. You know what I'm saying? Getting murdered over a chick. Splinter is a 12-to-1 ratio. It's lock here, sir. It's a 12-to-1 ratio for every one guy. There's like 12 women.
That's right.
And, but I got a slack here. I have a thing over that. What I was, you know what I'm saying? What I mean, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What I'm saying is a 12-to-1 ratio. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lust after another man's wife. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no respect on that. That's disgusting. You want to follow behind another man? That's how you get down? That's what's hard in the streets right now, huh? Following behind another man. Huh? That's what's popping off in the streets. That's what's going on. That's what's hard. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, that's what we're going to do. It's a 12-to-1. When I say 12-to-1, a woman, that's, you know what I'm saying? You got 12, you got 12 in the age of 20. You got 12 in the age of 21. You got 12 in the age of 22. You got 12 in the age of 23. You see what I'm getting at?
Right.
It's endless. It's endless because the Most High God designed it that way. It's not by accident. It's not by accident. But yeah, Baba Shaw, can you go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32? chapter 6, verse 32. But we, you know what I'm saying? But we've been followed behind this oppressor who said that you could do adultery. It's all good. You could, you know what I'm saying? If the man arm ain't strong, take that woman away from him. Yo, what type of game is that? Huh? Take that woman away from that man because his game ain't that strong. His arm ain't strong enough. If you just leave your man, come on the dance floor with me. What? And when it's a 12-to-1 ratio, for every one guy, there's 12 women, single woman on top of that. Single woman. You want another, you know what I'm saying? You want a unsingle woman. Because you get some type of perverted feeling behind this, like our oppressor. Like our oppressor. Some perverted feeling out of, you know what I'm saying, going behind another man. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. How long are we going to continue doing this? How long are we going to continue living, you know what I'm saying, according to our oppressor? How long? How long are we going to not, you know what I'm saying, not show brother or sisterhood? Or, you know what I'm saying, or because we don't know what we're doing. Because we don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. It said in 2 John, he said, this is not nothing new. This is from the old. This is from the old. This is from the beginning. I'm not saying anything unique. That we love one another. And what is love? Love following the Most High God. Love is following the law, statute, command. We walk in his love. We walk. We don't just sit there. We walk. Baba Shah, if you have it, can you read it, Baba Shah?
God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
Oh, read that from the top, Baba Shah.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman committeth adultery.
Whoso committed adultery. Adultery is a man sleeping with another, with a woman that's married. That's adultery. A man sleeping with a married woman. That's adultery. A married man sleeping with a single woman is not adultery. That's in the Bible right here. Adultery is a single man sleeping with a woman that's married. That's adultery. Now, what we doing in our communities? Sleeping around, sleeping with another man. Another man's wife. And we're wondering why we getting judged and getting killed over that. That's known. Getting killed over, you know what I'm saying? Getting killed over a woman, getting killed over this. Why you didn't get your own woman? But plenty of brothers that does it because we have some pride because we follow behind our oppressor. Let our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? Let our slave master do that nasty, disgusting, perverted stuff. Let him do that and let us be disciplined. Let us be strong in it, you know what I'm saying? In the time of temptation. Let us be strong. You know what I'm saying? Let us respect that brother more than me sleeping with you. Let us do that. I love that brother more than I want to sleep with you. So I'm not going to do that. Read on.
Lacketh understanding.
Let's say that again.
Lacketh understanding.
Lacking understanding. So if a man committed adultery with a woman, he lacks understanding. Of course he lacks understanding because he's thinking about how can he get off? Because he following behind our oppressor. Because he following behind the slave master. Let your slave master sleep with the next man's wife. Let him do that while we being disciplined. But no, that's lacking understanding. And what is understanding? The law. That's understanding the law. Back in Proverbs. That's lacking, you know what I'm saying? That's the law right there. That's the understanding. Read on.
He that doeth it.
He that what?
He that doeth it.
So he that committed adultery, he that, you know what I'm saying? He that sleep with another man's wife. Read on.
Destroyeth his own soul.
Did what?
Destroyeth his own soul.
Black and Hispanic Native American Indians. If you commit adultery, you're going to destroy your own soul. You're going to destroy your soul. You're going to destroy it. And look what happened. You're getting killed. You're getting shot in the head. You're getting killed over a woman. Because you want to think that you're doing something cool. That's not cool at all. Because you destroyed your soul. You destroy your soul. Let me also get Exodus chapter 20 verse 14. Because this is in the Bible, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is the Lord statute commandments with the Most High God gave to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're teaching us how to become a brother, how to respect our brother. I won't sleep with that woman because I love my brother more than I want to sleep with you. And I'm a midst of temptation. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's going back to in Genesis. I think it's chapter 39, when, you know what I'm saying, when that woman came on to Yahusap. You know what I'm saying? When that woman came on to Yahusap, and Yahusap said, lie, and she still preceded him, lie with me. And he said to her, how would have and I'm paraphrasing Salakia, how would I be being a wicked, filthy adulterer, a wicked, filthy adulterer in the eyes of my Lord? I would be a sinner. Salakia. He knew that. Because that was the law from the beginning. He knew that law. But look at us. We want to be nasty and disgusting adulterers. We want to follow behind a man. But look in this kingdom. This is the same kingdom that, you know what I'm saying, that said that, you know what I'm saying, your father become your mother, and he'll be more, you know what I'm saying, more woman than the woman who gave birth to him. We're in that type of kingdom. Filthy, disgusting kingdom. You know what I mean? We're in a kingdom that, you know what I'm saying, a grown man and a grown woman can walk around with no clothes on and doing some nasty, filthy act in front of his children. It's okay. Huh? Because this, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor love that stuff. That's the reason why they got, you know what I'm saying, got groups that call NAMBLA. You know what I'm saying? There's a group out there, and it will happen because, you know what I'm saying, what is that community, LGBTQJ or whatever. You know the P gonna be in there soon. The P gonna be on there soon because they have a organization that called NAMBLA. Grown, you know what I'm saying, grown men, and you know what I'm saying, there's women in there too, because women is the same nasty state of mind. They want to sleep with young, you know what I'm saying, young kids, preferably 10, 11. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, they want the age of consent. They want the age to drop. That's in your community. That's in their community. They want the age to drop because those older gay men looking at them 12-year-old boys. Because you know why? Because it happened to him. That's what they call getting turned out. You know what I mean? The sister that playing in The Wire, that thing, you know what I'm saying, that thinks that, you know what I'm saying, that think that she's a man. You know what I mean? That I think they call her Snoop. She gave an interview that said that she got molested. A woman, you know what I'm saying, an older woman. She had sex with an older woman, quote unquote. That's molestation. That's molestation. And did you ever heal from that? That trauma? Huh? That trauma by some older woman coming on to you when you was young? How old was that? How old was you? No older than what, 15? Oh, I guess you want that done to your younger brother or your siblings if you have it. You want an older woman to molest your younger 15-year-old brother or your 12-year-old brother. That's what you want. Huh? You want that to happen? You want the same thing that happened to you happen to them? Huh? That's what you want? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need to stop following behind these perverted people. We need to show brotherhood. We need to fear the Most High God and fight, and you know what I'm saying, be disciplined and fight that lust. And guess how you could fight it? If by you coming into the school of the Isupk. Start off from 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Honda. That's how you fight it. That's how we would fight together. 2 is better than 1. You don't have to go through this alone. There's no more going through this alone. Being an individual. There's no more of that. Stop doing that. Come to, you know what I'm saying? Come into this body. So you could, you know what I'm saying? So you could get washed by all that filth that been done to us. So we could start healing. So we could come together, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So we could show true brotherhood. So we could walk. You know what I'm saying? So we could walk in the love. So we could walk in the love of the Most High God. So we could fear the Most High God. So we could have discipline. And with that, I'm Priest and Officer Paratizar out of Yonkers, New York. This is the Isupk. Started off at 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Yana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They are, you know what I'm saying? We've been teaching them how to be disciplined, how to fear the Most High God, how to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments, how to show brotherhood, how to show sisterhood, how to show love, how to show love. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yawasap Ya'ala.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Clap it up for the class. All right. Sign the sign-in sheet, Baba Kashar. Sign the sign-in sheet. Shalom, Israel.